In this video, we'll discuss Fitch's interactive sovereign rating model, an analytical tool for third parties that replicates the model used in our rating process. Users of this tool should understand the setting of the sovereign rating model, the SRM, in our sovereign rating criteria. Fitch employs the SRM as the starting point for assigning sovereign ratings. It is an internally developed multiple regression model that generates a score calibrated to Fitch's long-term issuer default rating scale. It uses empirical data and aims to provide a transparent and coherent framework for comparing sovereigns across regions and through time. Reflecting our view that no model can fully capture all the relevant influences on sovereign creditworthiness, Fitch's Sovereign Rating Committee can then apply qualitative overlay notch adjustments to arrive at the final rating. However, these adjustments are typically limited to plus or minus 3 notches, preserving the role of the SRM in our rating assessment. The qualitative overlay adjustment framework is not the focus of our interactive SRM tool. The SRM is comprised of 18 input variables set across 4 analytical pillars. This includes a mix of variables with a positive relationship on creditworthiness, such as GDP per capita, a negative relationship, such as government debt to GDP, and some bidirectional variables, such as the fiscal balance. The input data incorporates a blend of historical, current, and forward-looking data. The input data is combined with model coefficients, which are the same for all sovereigns, to generate the model output. The precise model output is on a linear numerical scale, starting at 0 for CCC+ and increasing in simple increments of 1 per rating notch, through to AAA at 16. This precise numerical output is rounded to the nearest whole number to obtain the final model output, the predicted rating for a given sovereign. The interactive SRM is an Excel-based tool available for use by third parties. It is an easy-to-use and fully transparent replica of the model used in our rating process. All source data and intermediate calculations are fully exposed within the tool. It comprises a 2-scenario presentation. Users simply select a sovereign and can then use the interactive user-defined scenario, which is presented alongside a read-only copy of the data and model output, as at the time of Fitch Ratings' most recent review. Through integration with our Excel add-ins, Fitch's latest data, which is updated quarterly for all sovereigns, is provided as the starting point for the user-defined scenario. Users are able to readily view model output under a range of customizable scenarios, including based on a user's own data and estimates. Users can also identify an indicative predicted rating a year ahead based on Fitch's latest forecasts. The model is operated by following 3 simple steps. Firstly, once in the interactive SRM Excel file, users should click to refresh data using our Excel add-in. This brings in Fitch's latest data for all of our rated sovereigns. The users can then click a button to select a sovereign and a year of analysis. By default, the year currently used in our rating process is selected. The model output is immediately available for both scenarios. As a third step, users have the option to input some or all of their own data directly in the user-defined scenario section. Input data cells turn to yellow to indicate that a given data point has been entered by the user, as distinct from the pre-populated data provided by Fitch. The model output updates real-time on the same screen. SRM input variables and the output are shown as rows in the tool. The tool features a 2-scenario presentation. The right side shows the full model breakdown as at Fitch's most recent review. This section is read-only. The model output is as reported in the corresponding rating action commentary. The left side is the user-defined scenario. This section is pre-populated with data compiled by Fitch Ratings sovereign analysts and is updated quarterly, but all input data is overwritable. The corresponding model output is reported. The comparison column shows the difference between the 2 scenarios in terms of rating notches. In this case, a modest difference in the exact model result indicates a predicted rating of BBB, compared to BBB- as at the time of our last rating review. The blue cells are for unprotected input data points for the user-defined scenario. Users can enter their own data directly into these cells. The model output correspondingly updates real-time, along with a comparison column. Lastly, note the model input horizon towards the top of the display. Users can select an alternative model input horizon, for example 1 year ahead, to gauge indicative future model output.